Autobots, transform!
What is up, everyone? I am George, the 80s Transformer fan. Welcome back to my toy review, and I'm doing Marvel Legends X-Men Storm in my toy review. I just reviewed Gladiator, and now Storm is next because she has the torso. And this is one of the best waves in a long time. It's very hard to find right now. Eventually, they're going to be on the pegs and be on the website and everything like that. But right now, they're very hard to get because all the figures are great characters, and then they build an awesome builder figure, which just makes all the fans go crazy to get these guys. But I'm not gonna talk you to death. Open up the packaging, get Storm out here. Now with this Storm, I love Storm. I love the X-Men. X-Men are popular no matter what. Everybody loves the X-Men. They put a boatload of awesome X-Men in this wave with an excellent builder figure. Now, I like Mohawk Storm. I remember going crazy to get Toy Biz's Mohawk Storm. But as far as getting all the X-Men and collecting these guys, because I had the Juggernaut builder figure wave that was X-Men heavy, and with the recent San Diego Comic-Con, they announced in Professor X, everyone's going insane over this line. And like I said, I would have been happy with the Mohawk Storm, but she's like an alternate reality Storm, which kind of bugs me a little bit if you don't know Storm. And I would have much rather had the full head of hair and the white outfit, the traditional 80s outfit that I know and love, that most of us know and love, that would collect these figures or are collecting these figures. You're watching this review. And maybe if they would have did this as a variant. Instead, the only variant in the line, not that they make variants anymore, but the only variant in the line is Psylocke, and it's her hair. And you got to look hard at that. But anyway, Mohawk Storm out of the packaging, and packaged in with her is the Torso of Apocalypse and a lightning effect, and I'll get to that. First, we are going to take a look at Storm, bring her closer. We're going to look at her head sculpt, which is pretty cool. And she's the second figure in this wave that I review, and the second figure in this wave with no eyeballs, with no pupils, I should say, with just white eyeballs in her head. Not that there's much detail that needs to be there, but she has the bald head, look like the lightning bolt earrings. And the Mohawk. And the best thing about the Mohawk is this is a separate piece of plastic. It's not painted over. It's white plastic, like plugged into her skull. Face looks pretty good. She has like a little cocky smirk on it. Like, yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up, baby? What's up? Anyway, she has a little black vest, which is really cool. It's a soft, pliable plastic. And she's wearing two belts with two silver belt buckles, which is pretty cool. Very detailed around in the back of the vest, back of her jeans with the little pockets on there, the little production stamp there, bottom of her boots, front of her boots, and her pants and her shirt is like different color plastics than her boots, and her gloves, which I really like. That's really cool. And she's wearing a little choker on her neck, and we all like the choker on her neck. Anyway, articulation, and I wish these guys with Gladiator and this one, I wish they had interchangeable hands, because they're kind of stuck just doing this one thing. Like with Gladiator, he's stuck with closed fist, but super rich articulation, which you can't do nothing with. But anyway, back to Storm. Her head articulation, her head is on a ball joint. They got these guys on ball joints where you can pop them off, and it's a hinge underneath the ball joint. Put that back on. Snaps back on, and her head 360s. She can look down very far if she's in the air floating. She can look down. She can look up very far, which is excellent, excellent articulation. It's very minimal paint on here. It's just like the choker, the earrings, the lipstick, and all the paint is done well before I continue on with articulation. Her arm 360s, and she has a hinge underneath her arm, which doesn't carry through to her shoulder, and she's not getting much up in the air on the side, which I don't like. This is as much as she can get them out on the sides like this. She can't. It won't come up any further than that, I don't think. And because I guess they gave her these little female arms, she doesn't have a biceps cut, which is Kind of a bummer. Guess you have to bring her hands all the way around like this when she summons the lightning. Which she will summon the lightning later in this review. And her arm, her elbow has one hinge, no double hinge here again, trying to keep that little female look intact, I assume. Then she has a little plastic, supposed to be rubber wristband. It's a separate piece, which is very, very nice. I like that. It's his own separate piece floating around there. Then she has the hinge at the wrist, so she can like flick you off. Go away, go away. Both hands, and her hands are two different sculpts. This one is a little bit more closed, and this one is more open, which is cool. Again, they could have gave us interchangeable hands. And she has the little separated ab piece there. It doesn't really crunch. Crunch is just a hair. You can see she can get just a little bit out of that, but it does allow some side to side. They give her some more poses. It won't 360. You probably could if you force it, but it's stopping on the scope. And nothing at the waist to preserve the waist aesthetic here. And the shirt, the painted on shirt right here is cut off there, revealing her lower ab. And you come down to her legs. She's on the ball joint as well in there. So you can swap these guys out and easily make your own characters or mismatch characters, which is another reason why they should have had more hands. But you can make a better version of the people that you want down the road. She has a upper thigh swivel. She has the double hinge at the knee, and because she's not bulky, she can get it up real high. And to the front, her leg won't come up very high. I think that's about it. To the back, again, she get the boot up back that far, and her legs feel a little bit soft. I don't like that. I feel like if I it's either gonna pop off that hinge right there, or I'll break the hinge. Her legs and knees are very, very soft. Coming down to her boot, even though she has boots and it's a separate piece than her leg, there is no boot cut swivel, which is like, wow, you know, why? Coming down to her ankle, it rocks back and forth and side to side, so you can get her in a lot of dynamic poses. And she, man, they should have gave us a flight stand with her. I understand they have the Builder figure in there, but at 19 bucks, we're actually paying for the figure as opposed to Toy Biz's big Builder figures. So she has this lightning effect. So here are her two different lightning effects. I'm assuming this is the end and this is the part we get on her hands. And I'm going to try to get her hand in the lightning if I can, which is cool. This is very cool. It's a super soft, pliable plastic, which is a little bit problematic. Trying to get it on there. I got that one on there. And trying to get this one on there. I'm trying to thread the needles with multiple needles. And again, it's super pliable. They could have made it just a little bit harder, I think. You know, and I don't know if it's meant to go all the way down her arm. Wind, lightning, hear me as I summon my full power. And just a little brief catch up on Storm. If you didn't know, of course, she's the X-Men. She has the power to control the weather. She's once been a member of the Fantastic Four, the Lady Liberators, and the Morlocks, and the Avengers, as a matter of fact. And she once actually banged Black Panther. I don't know if that's another news story now, where she's like in a relationship with Black Panther. I think they were like married in one little continuity. I never read it, but I heard about it. I stay close to comic book people. She actually defeated Wonder Woman, which is some BS in a comic book crossover, and I still don't understand that. But you know, I guess they do some give and take in the when they do the crossover. They gotta let some characters win on one side, some characters win on the other side. But Storm. Yeah, but that's kind of cool. You can get her, and again, if we had a stand to put her on to get her to float, summoning the lightning in the air, you know, but there is no stand here. They could have gave us just a little bit more, squeeze out just a little bit more, but that looks very cool. She's summoning it with one. You can have her summon the lightning with one hand and channel it with the other one. Another excellent figure in this wave. I'm looking forward to all the figures. The only thing I don't like about her is this design choice. I like it, but I didn't want it because I don't have another like what I consider regular or vintage or classic Storm look. This is cool. I like it. Very nice. Me like. And Storm only accessory, and it's not really an accessory, it's the builder figure, is Apocalypse's torso. Take a look at that, which looks amazing. He has the pearlized blue plastic in there, and then a darker blue pearlized plastic here with the pearlized paint there, with the double armor plates on the shoulder, even though it's one piece. It's supposed to be two different scopes. And another piece here, and the ports for the tentacles back here, and like the little pearlized dark plastic on his butt, which is very, very nice. Oh, his ab crunch is a little bit loose, but very nice. Can't wait. Got 2 pieces down, a few more to go. And I am George, 80s Transformer fan. You should pick up Storm if you can find it. Of course, you should pick up this figure. It's excellent. I can't find any flaws other than me wanting a different figure design, a different choice in the costume. And also a little nitpick. These could be a little bit could have been a little bit harder, and it's like everywhere. Like, I guess it completely opens up, so I guess you can, if you wanted to, you can get it to do some type of different effect or something, I guess, which is even more cool, I guess, because that's why it's soft, huh? But I am George, the 80s Transformer fan. Thank you for watching my review, and more Marvel figures coming soon.
Autobots, transform!